Take a seat.
Right now, we'll be going on to a forum, and the topic for discussion today is how businesses can cope with the economic slowdown. The moderator for this forum is Mr. Vikram Khanna, Associate Editor of the Business Times.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I have to say that, in the 25 years that I've been a journalist, I don't think I have seen a business environment as challenging as we see today. So an entrepreneurship award at this time has a special resonance. And so especially congratulations to all of you from me. So as Daniel mentioned, we're going to talk a little bit about the crisis, the financial crisis. And I think everybody wants to know what other people are doing about it. And that's basically what we're going to focus on. And we have with us four very distinguished panelists. First, Mr. David Loke. He's Group Managing Director of True Marine. True Marine was founded in 1977. It's in the shipbuilding and ship repair industry. And David is last year's winner of the Ernst & Young Entrepreneurship Award, which is a very prestigious award. Then we have Mr. Lim Chung Chen from iFast Corporation, of which he is the chairman and CEO. Chung Chen is actually the guy you should ask about what's going to happen. Because he used to be an analyst at ING Bearings for 7 years. And he's one of the biggest sellers of his company, one of the biggest sellers of unit trusts and a whole suite of financial products. And he was just telling us what a wonderful opportunity this is, but nobody wants to take it in this crisis. But we can find out more about that. Next, we have Annie Sun, CEO of Dynaforce International. We saw earlier on. Dynaforce is a key player in the spa and wellness industry, and Annie has a background in the hotel and spa consulting business. She set up the spa at the Crown Casino Hotel in Melbourne, Australia, also at the W Hotel in Seoul. She also mentioned to me that she set up the Angel Bar, the Gothic building here near Rochor. The building that everybody talks about, that really unusual building, and they have the angels who sort of fly up in the air to get you your wine. That's Annie's doing. And last but not least, we have Valerie Tan. Valerie's CEO of Pinnacle International, a very interesting company. It started in 1996 with 2 staff, you and your husband, right?
Yeah, right.
Right. And then it now has 300 staff in 50 countries. And Valerie is also the recipient of many other awards for entrepreneurship. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have a diverse group, and I hope we have an engaging discussion, which we will start straight away. Welcome to you all, and congratulations again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I know this crisis must be affecting all of you in different ways. So maybe we could start with your telling us, one by one, how this crisis is affecting your company and your industry. If you can start with you, Chung Chen.
Well, I mean, the financial sector and in particular the investment industry, for us, we are basically mainly dealing in unit trusts. So we're really in the wealth management industry. So we're really in a situation where our industry is really facing a very big challenge. You actually find that all the players in the industry are hit to some extent. And what's interesting this time around is really that I think you are finding that the biggest players in the industry, in particular the big global banks, are actually the ones who are hardest hit this time around. And I think the hardest hit mainly because not only are they seeing reduced business flow currently, but they have tended to use their balance sheet to perhaps manufacture certain products or get involved in derivatives that actually have hit their balance sheet quite substantially. So that actually have caused a situation whereby they need to recapitalize the balance sheet, and that in turn lead to a loss of confidence overall. For players like ourselves, what we're facing mainly will be in terms of reduced business volume in the meantime, in the last couple of months, more particularly. But the industry certainly is facing a very steep downturn, and the shape of the industry will probably change somewhat, because you'll probably find that following this, there will be new regulations that will be put in place. The banks in particular will be told to, banks and investment banks will be told to basically take much less risk, don't gear up so much, and certain products will be scrutinized a lot more, and that will basically force the game to shift somewhat in the next couple of years. For us in particular, as I mentioned, we are, in a sense, in a more fortunate situation. We have no borrowing. We are in a very comfortable cash position as a company. What we're facing right now is simply a situation where business is reduced in the meantime. But if you are in a situation where you do not need to worry about month-to-month numbers or quarter-to-quarter numbers too much, then you could actually see this as a good opportunity, because at the time when the key players in the industry are all somewhat paralyzed or at a standstill, we are in fact taking this chance to actually look at how we can actually move ahead better than our competitors, and that we believe will put us in good state going forward.
Thanks. We must talk about the opportunities later.
The opportunity, I guess, is, as I was mentioning, we are in this situation whereby investors have gone beyond looking at the fundamentals and valuation numbers and so on. I think most stocks, most other products, including fixed income products, etc., are actually undervalued at this point. But investors basically justifying why, despite them being very undervalued, you should not be buying. And I think that arises because at the back of the mind of investors, they are thinking that, well, I know it's that cheap, it may quadruple in the next 2 years, but it may go down next month or tomorrow, so I'm not buying. That is the kind of mindset that investors have. I must say, it's a big swing from, well, the financial market goes through this sort of cycle all the time. They swing between extreme optimism and extreme pessimism. If I may add, just 18 months ago, 15 months ago, we actually have a situation where even Singaporeans themselves were at extreme optimism, and if you take the property market, people were chasing up top-end, so-called top-end property at 3,000-4,000 per square foot, and they justify why it should continue to go up. Right now, we're in a situation where you have companies trading below the amount of cash you have on the balance sheet, and at 2 times PE, and you have analysts, fund managers, laymen all telling you, well, despite that, you shouldn't buy. So it is a very extreme scenario that we are going through. And extreme scenario generally means opportunity. Short term, you probably won't like it. You feel a bit of pain and things like that. But quite clearly, if you take a 1 year, 2 year view, 3 year view, I think a lot of opportunity for us here.
Well, later on, you must give us a list of these companies.
Good idea.
Okay. So, Annie, how is the crisis affecting the wellness business?
Well, good morning, everyone, ladies and gentlemen. And it is a great honor to be here with you today. And I really like to thank E50 and SPH for giving me such a wonderful opportunity. Of course, letting me promote my company in front of you all. And when time is tough, well, you got to take whatever you take. Well, we are in the fitness industry, and which is part of the wellness industry, and we sell very high-end lifestyle exclusive fitness equipment to hotels, high-end condos, private clubs, and private homes and such. We have seen a couple of good years when hotels have been upgrading and the condos being built. Fortunately, our order book and the backlog looks very healthy for the next year. But what's after, we're very unsure. And what is interesting right now is our market for private homes, which belong to the high net worth individuals, remain very strong. But if you look at other sectors in our industry, we have seen slowdowns in projects. They put on delay or put on hold, or these are the things definitely will affect our business.
Take a seat.